Welcome back to Batman. Wow, we already had this conversation. Just, yeah, I had to no, I don't have to restart anything. It's just that I made a new recording, and yeah. So guys, we're now the next day. A lot of things have happened, and it's not even the next day. It's like a few days later. So, and yeah, I got a few things to talk about. A lot of stuff happened. A lot of things we can really talk about nicely.
I'm heading to Dead Man's Point in Arkham North. I'll
Yeah.
contact you once I'm in the Batcave.
So, for example, one thing that happened is Quinn got a new car, which is actually now his third car, because he has no luck. Like, first he had a Ford Focus from like 2000 beginning, like Ford Focus Mark 1. I mean, good car, working fine. In general, like Ford Focus Mark 1. I mean, did I just say looking fine? I wanted to say looking awful. I don't like how it looks. I'd rather take, for example, a Golf 4, which would be like the Volkswagen equivalent. Then you only got the problem here in Germany that taxes on Volkswagen are higher, because a lot of young people are driving them. I mean insurance or taxes. Taxes is always the same, depends on how big the engine is. So yeah, then he got the BMW because the Ford was shit, burnt oil, had all chassis problems like multiple broken strings, and the whole underbody was like rusted through. And Quentin just wanted to have it for AC, and AC also didn't work at all. So that was kind of a bummer for him. So we were like, yeah, sure, come on, let's go with something rear-wheel drive. Let's get a BMW.
Of course you found that one easy.
I mean, I already had mine then. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty confident we can get you a good BMW too. I know how it's done. I got a good BMW for myself.
Deal with Dead Man's Point. It's been a favorite suicide location in Arkham Island for over 100 years.
Yeah, I know. I once saved an unfortunate inmate from leaping off into the rocks below. I found a cave entrance, and over the years have moved a number of supplies here. It's a regular home away from home.
So yeah, we got him and I got an E36. He got now an E46. Got confused with buttons. So yeah, the E46 also had some problems, but more like engine fault problems. And the worst part about that car was that he gave it to like a shop closely after he bought it. And they were like, yeah, everything fine. Then I was like, okay, let's take it to my shop after some misbehavings of the car. And they were like, yeah, it's better to just get rid of it. So he did that now, which is kind of tragic because the car was driving fine. Like, Quentin is actually a maniac that always drives exactly what he's supposed to drive. If you can call that a maniac. The only thing that he really excels on is also driving. When it's the 70th Street and there's a roundabout, he will take the roundabout of 70. I mean, it's a bit exaggerated, but he would. Definitely. And the BMW did that fine. I mean, it's a BMW, got the sporty genetics and everything, so yeah. funny thing, he also wanted to have AC, especially in the BMW. Guess what didn't work? But yeah, he never really had luck, so yesterday we went off to buy the third car for him, which was a Ford again, but a Mondeo. Like 2004 Mondeo. Well, it's a reasonable looking car. I mean, the Top Gear chaps liked it, so I must like it too. That's how it goes for me, most of the time. You already got remote control batarangs, or what is that? No, it's just following it. Okay. So yeah, he now got that. The car also has some problems.
Dr. Young was heading up a project. It was big. Lots of external funding. Here are the last notes she filed. I can't make sense of it. What does it mean?
Looks like she was experimenting on the Arkham patients. This new chemical only barely resembles the original venom compound.
There are a number of changes that appear to amplify the strength of the drug. Multiple references to a Titan formula. Even a small amount could trigger a venom-like transformation in the host, eliminating the need for the storage tank Bane requires.
Hang on. These notes aren't complete. The formula is missing. That must be the secret Dr. Young is hiding. If Joker gets his hands on this, he will create an army of 1,000 Banes.
My god. Is Joker crazy enough to do that? What am I saying? You've got to stop him.
You know, I just thought about it. I should probably turn on the thing that while when I don't speak, that the in-game sound gets a little bit louder after some time. But yeah, so we got a Mondeo. Got it yesterday. Also had some problems, but just some minor ones.
I'm going after her. She was heading to the mansion with cash. I'm going up top via the catacombs.
Like something that was there from beforehand was that the house is called like the remote lock doesn't work on the passenger door. It's like probably the vacuum hose has a leak or something. They supposedly fixed it, but it wasn't. We checked and we were like, yeah, so what are we going to do about it now? But like we drove a little bit off and then like checked the car again. And they were like, yeah, so you could technically bring it back. And we kind of live like a few kilometers away from them. So we're like, yeah, how about you just give us the money? And then he was like, well, I won't give you the money like that, but just send us a receipt when you let it fix and they will pay for it. That's nice. Like, he was a nice guy. He also gave Quentin $25 for not being able to get a radio. How's it called? A radio code, because it was locked from the previous owner and they don't know the code anymore. That reminds me, I wanted to ask Quentin something. Oh yeah, well I'll do it tomorrow. But still. So we did that. Yeah, so then we drove home. Quentin had maybe a sort of little accident. Like, since it was kind of late in the day already, we wanted to go eat at KFC. But maps is really weird for that KFC. Like, it sends you really far around even though you can just go left. Like, it's a left turn, but it just goes like, yes, take the whole straight for a kilometer, then turn around. I was in front of Quentin, I already knew that, so I thought he would do the same. He didn't. Okay, then he drove around, and then he already went past KFC again, and yeah, rest is history, he will maybe tell you. I don't know if I have the right to do it, but let's just say the Batmobile lost its wheel. I wish this would have been the episode like Batmobile lost the wheel.
I've been digging deeper into Dr. Young. According to her bank records, there have been multiple payments starting last April until 2 months ago. Then nothing. The payments came from a company owned by Mr. Jack White.
One of Joker's oldest aliases. So, Joker pays Dr. Young to create his army, and then all of a sudden he stops. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I don't know why it's a fine car, it's just a little big, I would say. Don't know if the AC works, haven't driven in it yet. And what also was funny, so we drove home and we chat a little, like used text to speech to text to like chat between us in the cars. We wanted to get walkie-talkies because Quentin said he had some really nice ones and he couldn't find them. Anyway, so we had some Quentin had one problem, like, you know, like, I'm saying like a lot, maybe because I like to say like. Anyway.
Hey, this is weird. The payments to Dr. Young's account didn't stop exactly. They were declined. Dr. Young put a block on her account.
Sounds like she had a change of heart. She tried to block the payments. Joker doesn't like it when his partners try to back out.
So he decided to get himself back to Arkham, find his formula, and create the army himself.
Exactly.
I've hacked into her email accounts. 2 mails stand out. The first is a resignation letter dated last week. Sounds like she was trying to get away.
And the second?
A message from Joker. Well, Jack White. It's a long thread. She's begging to stop the experiment, says it's too dangerous. He's not listening. Let's see. Random threats to her family, a couple of bad jokes, a picture of a dead baby and a threat.
Go on.
He says, I'm coming for you, I want what I paid for. And then another joke about wheelchairs. Lovely. And a drawing of some kind of donkey.
No mystery why she's so scared. I'm coming up to the surface. I'll find her.
That was one of the easy ones.
So where were yeah, so in the head unit, like at the next to the speeder, you got the lights. The lights that go like, hey, so your coolant is running high, like running low, and yeah, your engine temperature is way off and everything like that. So yeah, Quentin suddenly got, while driving, orange traffic light, orange hazard light. Just called hazard. Christ. Orange, like one of those lights, and it was a snowflake. So he was like, oh, maybe it's a coolant. But the car wasn't running hot. So he was like, probably empty on the, like he probably has to refill that. But then it just went to red, and Quint was like, hey, like giving me a signal, like he was driving for, like braked a little, and then he was like, yeah, go right. I was like, sure. Then the next exit we went right, went to a parking spot, and he was kind of freaked out because his new car already had problems again. At least that's what we thought. Then we checked, and it didn't have any problems. We googled, didn't find any. Looked in the manual of the car, and yeah, it's just when the temperature gets too cold outside, the Ford decided to make it. Ford decided to make it a red hazard light, like one of those immediately stop and get out of the car, it will explode hazard lights. It's really nice from them. But yeah.
Patient session.
That's how yesterday went. And the day before that, we talked a little bit about the e-moped. So yeah, the e-moped thing we're building, and like we met with the other guy on Discord. He was an hour late because he slept in and forgot. So we did that. And what we suddenly realized that one of the videos on Done Right had like 3,000 views, which is kind of batshit insane. But yeah, it had that. So we didn't complain. We were like,
Joker again? Don't worry about that. along the way decides to turn up and spoil the fun. Oh, and if you hear a shot in the dark, don't worry. There's very little chance of you getting hurt. That either. Still, you might want to check your health insurance. Who am I kidding? You don't have any.
Safe station ended.
Looks like the Blackgate thugs have access to the armory.
So yeah, that was something we noticed and were kind of surprised. But yeah, we didn't complain at all. Because why would we if we were successful with YouTube? Yeah, it was nice days. And Quentin also talked to me about like how I made the YouTube game completely upside down, because mostly most channels go like, okay, so with a story-driven game, we can go like, yeah, let's make 40-minute parts. You know, we don't have to put as much out of our ass to talk. And make the story-based games like the talky games, make them like way less. And I did it exactly the other way around. So like Batman, where I don't have to talk as much, except like this part where we write in between like chapters. I don't have to talk too much, but I made this series like the parts not as long. So today we're going to rectify that. Oh, got a message on WhatsApp. Let me check real quick. Maybe it's something funny. I still don't care about the brand. I care about if they're all season and everything. That's the important part. So right now, Quentin wants to have new tires for his car, and I was like, so yeah, are you going to just to change one tire? Are you going to change 2 or 4? He was like, yeah, maybe I'll like to have like 4 new tires. I was like, so what? All season, summer, winter, and what do you have currently? Maybe I got really new current tires.
That is that. I've got a couple of men in the guard towers covering your movements. But be careful. Those loose cannons, itchy trigger fingers, and, well, you know, accidents do happen.
And so come on.
Ding dong. Warden Joker would like to announce that as of today, all Arkham guards
So then he asked me like, okay, so what do you exactly want to know? Like, I'm like, what tires they are? Yeah, it doesn't say it on the tire itself. I was like, so then get the name of the tire and Google like the name of the type. He was like, so Dunlop. I was like, no, that's a brand. He was like, oh yeah, sure. Then it's like some other and then he checked and oh yeah, got it. Then I asked him, so you only got 1 tire? You need like 3 more. It's like just to double check. I mean, you're not supposed to put like 2 different tires on one side, like one axle. But stuff like that happens. So, just to double check, he was supposed to do that again, and guess what he just wrote me? Yeah, so I got, quote, 2 Dunlops on the left, 2 Goodyears on the right, which is Goodyears. Which is already stupid because it should rather be 2 Dunlops on the front 2 good years on the rear. But yeah, we will figure. Maybe we should have made a YouTube video of like, yeah, how to change a tire.
Hello again, boys.
I mean, people hopefully learn it in driving school, or like from their father, something like that. I mean, maybe also from their mother.
However, a bruise here or a cut there won't go miss.
Don't want to be the guy that only dads can show you how to do that. Even your diverse parent, or like some person that already knows and just teaches you. But yeah.
Joker here.
Also, funny thing, you already had to change tires on 2 Fords, but not BMW. Guess that's plus point for the BMW.
And I hope
But
we
anyway,
all become more productive in our task.
if you don't know how to change a tire, look it up. You can need it. And you don't want to look it up 5 a.m. driving home when it's cold.
So, what you gonna do when we're finally out of here?
Hey, I've got a cousin in
Funny
Metropolis.
thing, if it would be winter or all-season tires, they would be in the profile like ripples. When it's normally a flat, there would be ripples that, like, while driving, open up, grab the snow, and does have more traction. You can look it up. That wasn't a voice message to Quinn, because he's still an idiot, and I don't know what he learned in driving school. I mean, saying he's an idiot is kind of harsh. I mean, if he doesn't know better, that's good. Enough excuse. I mean, if I would know better, I would just be as clueless as him, but I would just Google. But I'm kind of glad my driving school and also my father teaches all of that stuff. Like how, what's the difference between all these tires and how can you identify them, how do you change a tire and everything like that. I mean, learning and trying 2 different things, but still, to have the knowledge helps a lot. Oh. But this is how you
My
do it.
family's blood ran through the heart. I am the spirit of Amadeus.
Joker here with a little update for you all. First, the good news. We have Dr. Young. Bad news. Not so. Since the documents somewhere in Manhattan, I want it now. I've got a plan on Six to loosen her tongue, but in the meantime, surgery and Granny. A surprise for whoever finds them.
That was satisfying. So yeah, that's what's currently going on in my life. I'm back at work also, not doing the nomadic stuff anymore. So that's also a little bit of a change in my life as it was before. Because now I really gotta work again, and working is hard.
Let's go.
I don't know why I'm even getting them.
So where they taking her?
No idea. Joker doesn't tell us his plans.
She looks scared.
Maybe he knew what was
coming. Maybe. I heard he's brought someone in to deal with it. They should ask me. I'd have made it hard. He's here!
Now I'm currently thinking what I can talk about because I'm running out of topics. I mean, today is the 8th of February, so the new Nintendo Direct comes out this day, today. Which is something
Welcome to the Arkham Library.
I was waiting for a long time because I'm still a big Nintendo fan.
Drive anyone crazy.
I'm gonna pulverize you! Gonna slice you up. Let's finish this.
So I hope today we will learn about more of the new Zelda game, well, of any new games, even more about the new Nintendo console. I've also still the Arkham City like combat mode. Every time they like start to slash me, I wanted to go like evade or like counter, like pull back.
Take a stroll downstairs and save the helpless hostages. Right?
So yeah. I mean, how was your day?
Reading the last page first? Shame on you! Well, here's the punchline. 2 minutes and the giggle gas goes boom, permanently cheering up those miserable doctors. Tick tock, tick tock.
Oh, we gotta hurry now. Come on. I wanted to look at like some Batman stuff I could just drop it like, yeah, so did you actually know?
Thank you, Batman. Are they all gone?
Yes, you're safe. What happened?
It all happened so fast. Some patients broke in, began tearing up the place, like they were looking for something. Bill here fought back, but there were too many. They took Dr. Young. She rushed in here and they followed.
I'm sorry. When I came to, we were all tied up. Doc Young was gone.
Sorry. But I could talk about some like personal health stuff, like we did last part. So I didn't went training yesterday or the day before that, so Monday or Tuesday. Because Monday I just didn't feel like it. Tuesday Tuesday I asked my training pal, and he was like, you know, let's do it Wednesday. And today, so Wednesday, he got the news like, yeah, I gotta work a little longer. And I was like, oh, yeah. Well, then see you tomorrow. So we postponed it to tomorrow, but other good news. So we now got PE at school, and at school we don't do like, oh, just play some games PE. We do like really hard PE, which is fun sometimes, and sometimes it's also just really horrible. But it just depends on how you view it. So yesterday was pretty hard. We did something called free athletics. Nobody here. Okay, good. Let's go for that. And our teacher picked like the free athletics is like an app. Oh, I don't know if it's just one day like one thing to do sport. So like calisthenics just have free athletics. But at least she told us that it was an app. So and she put in like what kind of training regimen we want to do. And it was all named after Greek gods. And she was like, so let's go with Aphrodite, which was presumably already quite high. So our first training was like, so you gotta do now 40 burpees, 40 sit-ups, 40 squats. And all in, and all and all like in that order. Like first 40 burpees, then 40 sit-ups, and then 40 squats.
What's that color?
And then like
Why
some
is it
break.
making that noise?
And
It's the suicide collar.
yeah.
And it sounds weird.
Suicide color.
Well, they've got some other name, but, well, we just use them to monitor patients' heartbeats. If it drops too low, the alarm goes off and a crash team rushes in.
And so does my crew if you trigger one. How do you like them apples, bats? Standing around in the... let's see... the West Wing. They'd be there now if they weren't busy knocking a little sense into cash. I'll tell you what. I won't spoil the surprise and let them know you're coming.
Yeah. And after that, like after the small break, you have to do 30 burpees, 30 squats, 30 sit-ups. And just goes on like that. And till you're like at 10, and after 10 it's 0. That was hard. But we had some time. She was like, yeah, you have a lot of time. Like in the beginning. That's what she said, like we have a lot of time. So I just went like, okay, I will just take my time. I was like, if I can do it in 30 minutes, I can do it in 30 minutes. Why not? Well, I was one of the only ones that didn't finish it. At least I think so, I don't know. Haven't counted for the others. I was like in the 20s. Like it also gets faster each time, that's true. But I was in the 20s and the only thing I had was left was I think 10 squats. I think I was doing squats last. Like, and then I was like, I wanted to still go on. But she was like, nah dude, we do something else now. I was like, well, he would have told me sooner that it's like a maximum time I would have made that work. It would have been nice to know. But yeah. They weren't. And I paid the price. How the fuck do I get in there? Main hall. Oh, there were more doors. Could have said something. What are we gonna talk to him like now? Go scram while the others coming. Oh, I can't. Well then. Oh yeah, there were more doors, but I couldn't access them. Now I remember. Christ. I think this is where we're supposed to go.
You're gonna need more than that. Why? Get Joker on the radio. Tell him he's not talking.
Tell us where the bitch went.
Tell us, or we'll cut off the other hand. Do what you want. I'm not talking.
Sure you will.
So yeah, for next sport lesson I will just ask beforehand if there's a maximum time. What also helped me, I guess, was that we were allowed to listen to our own music, so I just listened to some really nice, loud rock music, like I always do. For example, I was doing stuff to like Iron Maiden and everything. And also Triple H's theme, like from the wrestler. That's good. Like it really gets my pump high to go like, yeah, let's do this. But then the problem is, since I have no condition, like no, not condition. Since I got no. No. Oh, Christ.
You guys may want to have a look on the walkways. I think someone left you a gift.
You heard Joker.
No. Oh. Since I have no stamina, yes, that's it. I'm like at the end of like 2 burpees, I was like, and every step was like my whole belly was cramping up. But yeah.
Hey, Batman, over here.
So what I wanted to go on like with the burpees, like going up and down was hard, but like I could still do the push up, like the real like muscle hard part, because I am more of a should get some armor, because I'm more of like the high strength but nothing else, guys.
Thanks.
Where did Dr. Young go?
I told her to run. These guys came in looking for her. I told her to go to her office and hide.
Does she keep her records there?
I guess. She was pretty desperate to get in there. Her office is over there.
How long ago was this? I need to find her notes before Joker gets his hands on them.
20 minutes, maybe more. What's so important about the notes?
Joker wants them. That makes them important. Stay here. I'm going to find her.
Not a problem. I'll try the radio, see if anyone else is around.
Thanks for the help back there.
This is Security Officer Cash. We are in the mansion and have encountered armed inmates. Please respond.
Going after the notes yourself, eh, Bat? Good luck. I've got a crew working on the doctor as I speak. They'll squeeze the formula out of us soon enough. Not to mention the obvious cloud for ripping the place apart. One way or another, the formula will be mine. Why don't you just give up? Go on, roll over and die for once. Be your best friend.
So I just went here for the fucking clapping teeth. I don't know what they're called, but they're all called clapping teeth. No, there. So yeah, so I did that yesterday. So I did some sport, which is good. I also stretched on Monday. Didn't stretch on Tuesday because we stretched obviously after PE. Probably should have stretched in the evening too, because when I got home from work, I did a short little stretch, like.
So what was it that gave it away? The big green glowing question mark?
Like shoulders and legs and everything. Like and afterward, like to make myself comfortable.
You could be the one to tell him I'm not gonna.
It'll be open any second. He's here!
But today since I didn't go training. I mean,
Joker's thugs were trying to get into that office.
It looks like they couldn't get through the main door. Got to find a different way in.
At least I drove to work with bicycle. That's something. But I will stretch today, maybe do some... No, I don't think I will do push-ups because my shoulders kind of hurt because I also had to do something really heavy at work today. But maybe I'll do some push-ups, some sit-ups, and like some squats. Exactly what we did yesterday, except replace burpees for just push-ups. Well. Yeah. Oh, black mask.
Someone has already got to the safe. The only question now is, who opened it? No sign of forced entry. Whoever opened it knew the combination. Let's see.
Good. Dr. Young got to her notes before Joker. She's taken them to hide somewhere. I need to follow her and find out where she put them. Oracle, I'm on Dr. Young's trail. I've had to calibrate the scanner to only show recent prints. If I follow these, I will find her or the notes.
I hope it works. Just so you know, the GCPD found one of Joker's bombs downtown. It was full of marzipan and kittens.
As I thought, it's just a twisted diversion. The real action's on Arkham.
So yeah, hope you're also doing something for your own health. It's always good. Because
Joker was right.
even if we're still young, we're not getting younger. And you don't want to have major back issues when you're like 30 or 40. Like everybody has. So best to start with it now. Rehabilitation is like the best rehabilitation, am I right? The DOT, the year and week of the tire, to see if there are 2 of the same Goodyears and 2 of the same Dunlop, I think it was. So if there are 4 different tires, because if there are 2 and 2, I would just argue run them to like winter season, end of the year, and then get new ones. Otherwise, I would maybe suggest you get all season now. Doesn't really matter though. So I'm currently trying to ask Quentin what DOT his tire got, his tires, because he presumably has a pair of 2 and 2. Thus, if they're all the same DOT or like close to it, they could be the same. You can just put in like front bag and call it a day for like till end of the year. What I said. Probably listened. Otherwise, you can already go ahead and get like all season tires. If my memory serves me right, we gotta go to Ivy now. But yeah. Oh, they're DOTs. So he probably read it as Dot because I wrote him. So that all of you are with us. Are all the dots the same? Like, I'm going to read it like he probably read it. He was like, what dots? So I wrote DOT apostrophe S. What I explained to him yesterday, like he don't remember any dots. I was like, I just wrote DOT like all capital but multiple. Does dots to get that confusion off. What dot? And then he answered to but multiple. He answered to like, I know what you're talking, what you're trying to convey, but I don't know what DOTs you're talking about. So now I thought he already got it. But he's just this guy, give him like only 99% of the context and he won't know. He will just not know anything. And then he tries to learn Japanese, which is like one of the most... How would you pronounce it or call it? One of the most you need to know. Like while you're talking, you need to keep the context in check.
Oracle, I found Dr. Young's formula.
Great. So does that mean you've stopped Joker?
It's never this simple with him.
What's that you got there, Bats? No, not the formula. What am I going to do? Who can help me now? What's that? How about our old friend Zaz? I did bump into on the way back from the gardens. Then no doubt he was acting out some twisted fantasy. Maybe he could get her talking? I think he probably can. Great plan, Bats!
This is probably still in here. But yeah. It's always funny with other people. Should I open this? Wayne Manor. So the gas probably meant fear toxin and welcome to the second Scarecrow boss fight. But I'm probably also just as difficult. Mainly because I'm a big asshole that talks about that stuff on an online video. But I mean, nobody's going to watch this except him.
I can't believe you insisted on sitting through that movie again, Bruce. Come on, we'll be late for Alfred.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
Damn, his father got the same voice as him.
He loved it so. Alfred will wait. Keep up, Bruce. Where are you taking us?
We can cut through here.
But it's starting to rain. Bruce is tired. Can't we just wait for him here?
Come on, keep up. We're nearly there.
What is this? Crime alley?
There's no need for this.
Stay where you are. I'll shoot.
I'll give you whatever you want.
Tom! Oh God! Oh God, Tom!
Be quiet, lady. Just shut up.
Stay away from me! Run! Mommy!
I wonder if there's a mod that lets us play as Tiny Bruce. Just beat the shit out of Bane like that. It's getting kind of cold in my room. Freezing a little bit.
Come on, kid, this way. Take a seat in my office.
Is he okay? He'll be fine.
Looks like he has like a big head. I know there's an option turn on in this game, but still.
Shut up, now. He's 8 years old and all alone. Money won't fix that.
Oh, sure it will.
Say, Gordon. His butler's on his way to pick him up. You hear that? He's got a butler.
I'm sorry about that. I just need to ask you some questions. Can I get you anything?
It's like the other cop. Isn't that like the voice of like Robin?
I know you don't feel like answering me, but it's the only way to
I think
catch
it
who did this.
sounds like him, at least.
Why did you do it, officer? Why?
I don't know. It's this city. There's something wrong with it. And listen, son. Call me Jim.
Moin, Scarecrow. Moin. Already talking all like German. I really do wonder how Scarecrow sees those things. What? Okay, that was maybe a pixel.
Failed. Now suffer.
Well, he won't suffer because he's probably. Yep, that was close call. He won't suffer because he's probably dead. Yeah. Yeah, now I'm out of talking things again. I mean, I could talk about that one of the things like the relationship play. Like that I cannot spend money. I could talk about it. I bought a GameCube game, which are not notoriously expensive.
There's no escape.
But yeah, I bought Metal Gear Solid, the Twin Snakes for GameCube, which means I now own the only Metal Gear Solid remake ever made. Which is interesting. Haven't played it yet. I'll probably play it on this channel.
Everything you see is under my control.
I'm ready to go. Sorry. Oh, I'm not. Okay. But yeah, you'll see. Game is funny. I don't know if I'll play it on the GameCube or if I will just play it through an emulator because upscale looks probably better. Wow. We can argue upon it, this was close, I guess. Now, I could talk about what I had to do at work, but I don't know if I'm legally allowed to do that. Probably not.
Your mind will shatter like glass.
But yeah, let's just say I put some screws in some holes and some screws in some not fitting holes. Thus I had to make them fit.
There you are.
Well then. Is the game lagging? I think it's lagging pretty hard.
Has anyone seen the bat? Come on! Someone must have seen where it went.
Ah.
Big, scary
Oh,
man.
what's...
Where's the cave?
Okay.
Comes out of the shadows and he's a beautiful
So I hope the game's safe, because that's it for today. About an hour. I think it's better for this game. We'll see you.
Zaz has Dr. Young trapped in the warden's office. I've got to get out of here.
Yeah, sure.